Hey guys, it's Andrew and Travis here from Capsule.
Howdy.
So we're here to talk about what's been happening in the tournament arc lately. When we last left off, we just got an introduction to all the universes and didn't really get individual stuff, maybe a little bit of knowledge on Jiren, but that's about it.
My thing that I'm still bothered about, since we kind of haven't done this too recently, we skipped a few episodes overall. One of the main rules is if you don't have 10 people, you're instantly disqualified. For one team, even when they used the God Pad, there's only 8 people on it. And
I think that was Universe 8?
6 or 8?
No, because 6 is... 7's us?
We're 7, bro. We're
6
7.
is Champa.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, they would be 8.
Yeah.
Okay. But still, it's like, if that is a major rule that you guys have set in stone, why are they not obliging by it? Why were no consequences had overall? So...
Yeah, that part is kind of confusing, but honestly, who cares?
Well, they even made point where Tian went to the side and said, "Hey, I feel this really really weird sense in the distance. Something else is here," alluding to something greater, but nothing has happened as of yet, even though it's been a few episodes beyond that.
Well, see, we had this talk last time. You said that, and I said, when Tien said that, he senses their power as a whole, not as 10 people.
True. Still, I think it's a cop-out.
Yeah, honestly, who cares? They're going to get eliminated anyways. They haven't been eliminated. So far, Universe 9 has been eliminated. Well, where it stands right now, all of Universe 9 has been eliminated. Someone from Universe 11, Vuan, I think his name was? Vuan. Just got his ass handed to him by KO, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes. And then there was Krillin got his ass kicked by Frost.
Rest in peace, brother.
Well, not even ass kicked, just Krillin was being...
He got cocky. He justifiably was cocky because he had some great plays.
Oh yeah, him and 18 had some great plays.
Him working with different battling techniques, showing his skills, and even just being a human, held his own and rocked it. He went through, gave it his all, but sadly he just kind of came up.
Well, he came up in sheer cockiness. He wasn't paying attention to everything when he should have been paying attention to everything, so it's his own fault. I expected someone to be eliminated really quick, like him, Roshi, or Tien, to be honest, out of all of the Earth's warriors, because when it breaks it down, Master Roshi is definitely the weakest.
That's why I think in Piccolo would have been the first guy gone, because he is the last person you'd expect. He is the most tactical, he is the most experienced, besides Gohan.
No, because Krillin is definitely the most tactical and the most experienced world martial arts tournaments because he outbeat Gohan. And Gohan definitely has the strength over him, because remember when Gohan wanted to test Krillin because he wasn't sure of Goku's pick, he's like, why would you pick Krillin? He's weak. And then Krillin gave him the solar flare times 100 and essentially just
blinded him.
Yeah, he beat Gohan within the rules.
That was a really good fight too.
Yeah, that was a really badass fight. Krillin is really fucking tactical. I mean, Piccolo is more strategic fighter, where Krillin's more tactical, following the rules better. That was not proper English, but I'll stand by that.
I think I know what you mean, so I'm not going to fight it either. Just the overall calls, how he's so smooth but silly at the same time. So when he's fighting against the blind wolf, when he took off his shoe and threw it at his nose, he was so serious,
fuck with his senses.
Crazy build up. It was so fly. And that's what he thought of was A, hilarious, but B, also so boss.
Yeah, it definitely was not a very... What's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't...
Expected?
Yeah, expected. It wasn't very... It's not a technique. It's just... Yeah. Either way.
And just the joys of it, too, when... Not in that fight, per se, but in the same episode, when him and 18 were sending blasts back and forth.
Yeah,
and they're adding more power to it, every single ricochet back and forth.
Yeah, that was badass.
Increasing speed. That was something amazing. Very simple, but we've yet to see it in the whole Dragon Ball arc completely.
That I can even think of, yeah. I can't ever recall anyone doing a team up like that. So that was fucking cool to see.
It was a fun plot twist.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call it a plot twist. I would call it
No,
good
it's
strategy.
just like it's something different. So it's a very unique spin on it, I guess. Not really a plot twist, but yeah, you know what we're leading.
A unique spin on teamwork.
Exactly.
Because we see Piccolo and Gohan said they trained and got a good technique down. And we kind of saw it when they fought Goku and Tien. Vegeta and Goku have used Final Flash Kamehameha a few times.
Yeah, how did you feel about them both going Super Saiyan Blue so early on in the arc?
Well, with Kale, I knew Kale was going to be a threat. I didn't think Kale was going to be that big of a threat.
No, I mean going back to the Wolf Brothers, the trio.
Okay.
That first. Kale justifiably, hell yes.
Oh yeah, justifiably. But no, with the Wolf Brothers,
the trio de danger.
Yeah, that was stupid. I leave it up to fucking Dragon Ball to give moves the weirdest fucking names, straight up. But I just think they wanted to get cocky for that few seconds. Everyone in Universe 9 was like, "Oh, we got you," blah blah blah, and they're like, we're not even full power. We're not even close to full power. Here's our 2 seconds of full power, and now your entire universe is gone.
10 on 2 at the same time. If I wanted to pull my group of 6 in the corner to come and help us, we could.
Yeah.
And Frieza would just be watching hysterically.
Yeah, I think it for Vegeta and Goku, it was just a flex.
Yeah.
Just a...
They need it, though. It's one of those cliche warm-ups before the bigger guys keep coming, which has happened now that the Kale scenario went down.
Yeah, so now talking about Kale, I think this is insane. Kale is next level. We saw a sample of it with Kappa and Khalifa. In the standing point, we don't know where they were against, the Z team. So to see them fight the Z team now, to see Kale take a full Kamehameha from Goku and
Super Saiyan Blue.
From Super Saiyan Blue, and literally just walk up to it.
He held it down, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a quick one and it's over. He was shooting, walking, step,
and
grabs his face, squeezes him so hard, he cancels the Kamehameha because he can't focus his energy anymore.
That I did not expect that. I expected sheer strength. And one thing that I mentioned to Travis when we were watching the episode, seeing Kale go, Son Goku, kill, that very, very, very much gave me a big reminder of Broly.
It echoed the movies.
It echoed the movies so hard. I don't think anyone's come out and said it. I don't see anyone coming out to say it from the Dragon Ball team. That clearly is a rip of Broly. That's their way of making Broly canon, in my eyes. To see this character be essentially Broly to make Broly character canon.
Well, he is the movie fan favorite.
Yeah, he is.
Out of every single series or every single movie since 13 of them.
13. If you want to count Dragon Ball GT, and Z.
No, just straight up Z. 13.
There's 13, but then you got to count Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F, which is 15. So, and then if you want to count History of Trunks and Bardock. Yeah, so technically 17.
Bardock is great.
That was great. Yeah. Anyways, off track. Yeah, no, Broly was always been a fan favorite. For the longest time, he was my favorite Saiyan, but, Gohan always just gets up there for me. But, yeah, Broly is amazing. And to see Broly be represented as Kale, essentially, it got me so hyped. Like, down to the energy blast, down to the just sheer hatred, force and hatred of Goku. Because if you haven't seen the movie, the reason Broly hates Goku is because Goku was born beside Broly, and Goku was always crying. And now, in comparison, when Goku was born, he had a power level of 1, and when Broly was born, I can't recall if it's 10,000 or 1,000 was his power level. So he dwarfed Goku. Well, no, Goku, whatever, you know what I mean. Goku was dwarfed by Broly. And then to see Goku in blue form get his ass handed to him. Not even just like...
You saying that kind of reminded me of something as well, because I don't remember if it's from the movies, from the original Broly movie, or from the show, but I think what Vegeta was saying, that the more Baby cries, the stronger he's going to be. further on in his life. So that was really cool, reflective upon this, since she transforms into Broly twice now from crying.
Yeah, from, I don't know if it's fear. I don't know if you want to call it fear.
I think it's fear and sadness infused.
I think it's fear and sadness of losing her sister, Kale. Not Kale, Khalifa. Because each time something has happened, it's been due to something happening with Khalifa. And Goku beating Khalifa up, and then Kale just like, I'll support her, shot a blast. And Goku's like, hey, can you fuck off? We're trying to battle. And she's like,
and Khalifa was in the same boat too. She's like, no, like, I want to learn Super Saiyan Blue just like this.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to recreate Super Saiyan 2, except for you went crazy and Broly'd out. But with me already in this battle, it's so serious, I'm able to re-trigger it. Maybe I can hit this level of Super Saiyan 3 he was just talking about. Then she interrupts, like, stop. Like, this is my time to grow. I could master this art, kill Universe 7, and keep going, and, like, bring this to my race.
We don't... It's not 100%... I'm not 100% sure on why she gets the trigger of of Kale transforming. So it's either fear of losing Caulifla, she's scared of what can happen to her. I don't know. It's hard to... But yeah, she always ends up crying beforehand, more or less. But yeah, just her sheer force. Again, we don't know how to scale people based on just seeing them. But the Vaughn character that had the Justice
Lasso.
Justice Lasso. I thought it was a Justice Whip. The Justice Lasso. He put it on her and said, no one's ever broken from this. And then she...
But he also... That's something I was bringing up too. He said that it voids evil people of their power. So he's under the impression, since she's raging, that she is evil and corrupt. So either she is that powerful and voided it, but she's a good person at heart. So maybe that's why it had no effect at the same time.
Yeah. But then there's the point where...
Is it an evil form?
Well, no. I more so meant she just one-touched him.
Yeah.
He was iced. He was dead. It got to the point where...
Which wasn't even a blast. It was just a punch by the look of it.
Yeah, from the look of it, yeah. And then she started losing her power. Not losing her power, but like losing her mind because she can't control
it.
Yeah, exactly. And then started going apeshit. It got to the point where Jiren had to step up. We haven't seen him do anything, really, other than avoid...
Stare people down.
Yeah, he's been staring people down, and he avoided building bricks, I guess you could say. Whatever you want to call them. He avoided those, but with, like, ease. So the fact that we see him take out Kale...
In a non-charged blast, he walked over, put his right hand up, shot it with no prep, as it was nothing to him.
Yeah. It was so nonchalant. It was just like, blast. You know, didn't even focus, just, here's my blast, get rid of it.
She flew. And he just watched. He didn't even smirk because he knew that he was so much stronger than her, that it was just a waste of his time, but needed so his team wouldn't get defeated at all, or hurt, or dampered, or whatever else you want to classify it as in that scenario. And it was nuts.
So far what we've seen, we've only seen Goku in this tournament hit Blue. We haven't seen him use his Kaioken yet, which he did with Hit. To see Goku get his ass kicked by Kale so easily, and then to have Kale get her ass kicked by Jiren with like barely breaking a sweat.
Like a flick of the wrist.
Yeah, exactly. It's just how strong is Jiren then? Because like this is the never-ending question that we're gonna see for the next few episodes, is how strong is Jiren? Because right now in the show, I only see two threats. Because the way it's going right now, Kale is obviously going to be taken care of. She, at the end of this episode, she got knocked down to her base form. So she's probably not going to hit.
She's not getting back up anytime soon.
Yeah.
And if she does, every single person going after her...
Because they see her as a threat.
If not, Jiren will take care of it personally.
Yeah.
He's like, I want you to stay down, and he'll just instantly toss her off the side.
Yeah. So as is, the only threats I see right now are Hit and Jiren. Because Toppo Goku kicked his ass. And he didn't even get...
I wouldn't say kicked his ass. They were pretty close.
It went pretty close, but he still didn't even hit Kaioken yet.
True.
So we know Goku can up him easily. Well, not easily, but we know he can do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a contender, but I would... For that universe... I'm going to say for every universe, the only universes I feel like are a threat are 11, which has Jiren, and 7, which has Hit. I personally...
6 or 7.
Oh, whatever, yeah. I get them fucking confused. I personally only see those two people as the only threats so far.
Hit is clearly a big one, but Kaba, man. The fact that there was... I can't remember the names. The metal guy... And then the Winnie the Pooh character.
Yeah, I can't remember.
We're going against Vegeta, and they had a cool team up where the Metal Man, he's weak against insults. So the teddy bear, Winnie the Pooh guy, absorbs all damage previously knocked out by Boo in the previous trial.
No, Boo fell asleep in the tournament. Goku threw him out.
Okay, sorry.
Because he took all the punches, so Goku's like... pushed him off.
Just pushed him back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's when they tried to counter that previously.
Yeah.
Anyways, my bad there. My apologies. But I like how he's just sitting on his shoulders, covering his ears.
Hilarious strategy, by the way.
It's fun, enjoyable twist, just like the Krillin thing too. And that Kappa just walks over, just knocks 2 guys off from from the metal universe, like the robot universe, without a care in the world, not even powered up, just a kick and punch. They fly off. Done. He's going back for Vegeta. Be like, I've been practicing. You just toyed with me. Yes, you gave me this power, but I've surpassed it so far. I have to prove myself to you. So he's going to give it his all.
Well, I personally don't think Kappa's going to come near what's his face, Vegeta in the slightest. Because everything I'm basing off what we've seen from this last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Goku and Vegeta more or less are at par. When Kappa and Kale were, I don't want to say going at it, Kappa was scared shitless of Kale's strength.
Yeah, he was.
So, I don't think, because Goku was taking it head on, and I don't think Kappa could even come close. So, I'm basing that solely on the fact that if we see Vegeta and Kappa fight, I think he thinks that he has a chance against Vegeta when he's really never seen Vegeta at his full.
My thing with that, though, I do agree with that, but Universe 7 is such a huge target that no one else is really going after the minor universes, so they're not getting burnt out as fast.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
It's only supposed to be like a 45-minute fight. The bricks are slowly descending, but they're going to be burning it very soon too, especially since they've already been in blue twice each.
Yeah, no.
That they're going to be running out, especially when Goku goes to Kaioken 2. Vegeta's going to have some other trick up in his sleeve to also match that power. And then he'll just be running out on fumes back there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they obviously got to use their blue sparingly because I don't want to say it's their trump card, but it's as is the best thing they got. Because, like Wiz keeps saying, Vegeta and Goku could be the world's could take out anybody if they could work together.
Yeah. But
they refuse to work together, so they're gonna tire themselves out. Where if they both just went, Super Saiyan 2, let's say, that could be the equivalent of, someone doing blue, and they could take out anybody.
It's the same pride, though.
That's the problem. That's
literally what it is. I like how it's so displayed from Universe 6 too, since they also are super headstrong. Like, I'm gonna do this by myself. I don't need you. This is my raw power.
Well, yeah, when Caulifla was fighting Goku, and like we were saying, Kale tried to jump in. She's like, "Hey, fuck off. I'm learning."
Or even when she went to that one form to focus on her strength over speed, Goku kind of chuckles and says, "That's a shitty form. Don't waste your time on it."
Well, yeah,
Master Super Saiyan 2 instead.
Yeah, because that all happened to him in the Cell Saga. Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to get technical, everyone considers it the
prelude to
the Android Saga, because the androids are still around.
Yeah.
So I consider the Cell Saga part of the Android Saga.
2 episodes ago, 18 and 17 are talking about how they
have unlimited energy.
And they haven't used it.
We haven't really
17,
seen
we
them.
haven't seen do anything. He's in the
we see him
for next episode.
we see him do like a little thing here, a little thing there, but never more than half a second, anything worth mentioning. But like he just said, we see the preview for episode 101 and they hint at him, well not hint, they show him doing shit. So we might actually see
finally have a 17 episode.
Finally.
Not a filler episode either, an actual episode after all these years.
Yeah. And then we'll finally see 17 do anything. Not anything, just finally see 17 do something. And I think that'll be badass because, sure, we've only really seen him fight with Goku for that few minutes. Not even few seconds. I think it was like a 2-minute fight when you break it down.
In the spaceship and everything.
And but in the spaceship, he wasn't using any power. Like he was. I'm not saying toying with him. He
was enjoying himself.
Yeah, we're finally. I think we're finally gonna see 17 do something that's not lame.
I want to see some new moves too.
Not moves?
That I don't like his moves. I just since it's been such a long duration without him, I want to see what else he's learned or adapted.
Oh, okay. I would be very interested in seeing
this now.
I'd be very interested in seeing new techniques, new fighting. Well, maybe not fighting styles, but just something
Different
he's learned. Something he's learned over the past X amount of years since we saw him. I think we haven't seen him in 7 years. I think they said.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Because it happened when Gohan was 11, and now Gohan is, I think, he has a kid, and he's training to be a teacher. So maybe, I don't know. Anyways.
He's older.
He's older, yeah. So, I'm really excited to see 17 do something. I have a feeling 17 and 18 are going to team up and take advantage, like he said, of their everlasting energy. And I think they'll take out some big people. I don't think they're going to go after the Hit or the Jiren or anything like that.
I don't think they're going to go for 6 or 11. They're going to focus on a different universe. Ones that fully haven't been addressed yet and keep them more to light. The one thing that really had me wondering today is what point or who is going to trigger Frieza to go to his golden form?
Well, yeah. And then I've seen from cards, and when I went to Japan I bought some cards, and one of the cards was a form of Frost that we haven't seen yet, and it's very reminiscent of Frieza's third form, where Frieza kind of looked like a xenomorph. Now I don't know if we're gonna get some backstory later on Frost, or if
I hope so,
or if we're gonna see Frost do another transformation, because if Frieza has another transformation, in theory,
Frost should as well.
So we don't know on that. But, I really want to know what those two are up to. Obviously, we haven't really seen them do much. We saw Frost kick Krillin out of the ring, essentially. And then Frieza
was just toying with one guy,
one generic person, yeah.
Did you also know the irony? The first 2 people eliminated from the whole series were both people with wings.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. The girl that had the angel wings.
Yeah, she's the butterfly, and the parrot guy.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, they have wings. They imply they're a huge advantage. No, they had no tact, so it didn't matter at the end of the day, and they're both gone first.
One thing that we haven't talked about, and I think we've talked about everything, so this will probably be the last thing we talk about for this episode. One thing that I want to talk about is what Vegeta said when he saw Kale.
Oh, that's the true form of Saiyan.
So, if you didn't pay attention, or if you're just listening and, you want to know what happened, he tells Goku, like, Kale transforms, Goku goes up to Kale and be like, wow, that's your transformation, that's pretty cool, like, you feel strong. And Vegeta's like, be careful, And Goku's like, I am careful. I am being careful. And Vegeta said, that looks like a Saiyan in its true form. Or something like along that
Pretty
line.
spot on to that.
And then that made me think, like, true form Saiyan, like, so in theory, is Broly the only true form Saiyan? Because for the longest time, they were saying Broly was just a legendary Super Saiyan. Now,
what we also quickly talked about, we had it very quick, so we didn't want to interrupt the episode itself. In the future series, in the future Trunks series, Trunks pretty much has the same features overall. Again, not the same greenish hair. He maintains the classic golden Super Saiyan.
No, the hair has more of a slight green tint, but the thing is, with Kale and with Broly, is they beef up heavily, where Trunks did not. And that's where...
He got pretty toned, though.
He got a little more toned. But I'm talking, like, drastically size-changing.
Yeah.
Like...
Triple in height.
Triple in height and triple in bulk, you know. Yeah, like I said, when the episode was going, when that happened, I turned to Travis and I was like, so is that what Trunks just did?
Maybe it's an intro too, like the base level. He's just starting to unlock that feature and that ability in himself.
Yeah.
And that explains too how he was rivaling both Goku and Vegeta in the blue form, even though he's just in a basic Super Saiyan 2 form.
Yeah.
It's because he has that behind him as well, going punch for punch for punch. Whereas anyone else would be flatlined, killed, and like absolutely evaporated by any kind of blast that Zamusa would have shot.
Yeah.
He was taking them left, right, and center, getting angrier and fueled up, which again is canon with Trunks. Because in his timeline, if you lose a fight, you're dead. There's no coming back.
Yeah.
There's no one to get the Dragon Balls.
Trunk fights to win.
As well as for both Broly's, I'm going to call her Broly regardless anyways, because that's who she is in my eyes. It's strictly rage fueling her left, right, and center. And Trunks is the same way.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say... I feel like Broly and Caulifla don't have control. Where it's rage taking over, where at least Trunks had control and was using it tactfully. Mm-hmm. Where theirs is just sheer rage. And at this point, Caulifla, I don't even think it's rage. I think it's just, it started out as rage and then she lost control. And now I think her body's on cruise control, just killing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, well, not killing, but like attacking. And, you know, the Kale we know is just along for the ride, more or less. Her consciousness is along for the ride, but her body's taking over.
Yeah,
that's what I feel.
Is just
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely feel that, and I wouldn't be shocked if they talk about it in the next coming episodes when she finally kicks in, or if she gets eliminated, everyone's like, "What the hell happened?" And she's like, "I don't remember." But yeah, so. True Saiyan form. That's that's something new, and that's something that's first talked about in canon. Let's talk about that sometime. If you have any questions, comments,
let us know about your opinions of what we shared today. If you agree, disagree, if we missed anything too, please give us a big shout out. We'll be glad to rewatch the episode, take note, and expand from there. Alright, thanks so much. Again, this is Capsule Cast, and this is Travis.
And Andrew, and expect one coming out from us very soon.
Adios.
Peace.